I spent $20,000 of my own money to film my TV pilot. And while I would do it again, I would do it way, way different. So top of 2025, January, I have this script I wrote in our 20s. Have been sitting on my laptop for 5 years. I wrote it at the beginning of COVID. If you have ever watched Insecure, you know it relates a lot to Black women, especially the pivots that we go through in life, whether it be career, financial, everything we go through. So I really wanted this show to capture that as well. And I feel like the overall concept of having creatives who have to still work at retail job, but feeling like they're stuck in their creative field and they're not elevating, I just knew that was a perfect pitch line. So let's start with the good. I lived my dream. And not a lot of people can say I wrote a script, I put the money together, I executed it, and it's an actual finished product. And I feel like a lot of times we don't give people enough credit just for getting things done that they have dreamt about. Whether or not you agree that the finished product is A1, we have to give people the round of applause. The fact that I was able to put it together with a team and make sure everything looked A1 is an accomplishment in itself. This moment really shifted from me being an aspiring filmmaker to actual executing filmmaker. Not somebody who just says, oh, I have this script, but somebody who says, I have this script and I'm getting it made. Now, when I write stuff, I know I have the power to get it done. Whether it gets picked up, bought, I know I have the execution in me to make it myself. I also gave me and a lot of people portfolio work. This project was actually shot really high quality, and I'm actually proud of a lot of stuff that we were able to accomplish cinematography wise. And so the people who worked on it, the actors, the crew, they have high quality work in their portfolio to show future employers just have in their acting real. So I'm blessed I was able to give them actually more work to put out for themselves. And on top of that, we had crew members who this was their first time stepping into certain roles. We had people who had never AC'd before. We had people who had never PA'd. Another good that really came from this was that it clarified my directing voice. It really showed people that I'm a real director. I always just felt like I was a camera person or camera girl who wrote scripts and had dreams of making movies. And so I really feel like me putting this out just helped clarify my directing voice. And it also helped me learn my strengths in storytelling. Like, shooting a show made me realize how I really want to write more stories or how I really want tones for things to happen. And seeing my work translated onto the big screen, it kind of showed me what worked and what didn't work. It showed me, hey, this joke might be funny in your head, but when you see it on screen, it's not that funny.
Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on.
So I definitely think it was a lot of positives that came from this, just from overall a really great project. Here is the bad. I did not manage that money correctly. And when I say correctly, I mean understanding where every dollar went to. And I heard Kev on stage say this one time too. He said his first couple of productions, he had to put his own money towards it. Because once you get them network budgets, they're going to ask you where every single one of those dollars went. They don't care if you bought a pack of pencils for 99 cents. They want to know where that 99 cents went. Starting out, there really was nobody fully over the budget. We knew the amount that we were going into the show with, which, by the way, the budget was actually set at $10K. So we actually went over that by $10K. I really wish I would have taken the initiative and be like, hey, since I'm funding this, I'll be the one to track every dollar, to track all the spending, to figure out where things were going. I remember there being one instance where the sound operator came and he has his own set of headphones that he has. The director wanted his own pair so that he could listen to. The sound operator said, that's cool, but we are going to charge you, I think he said about $120 a day.
$40
for a rental of headphones. Mind you, I had no idea until I got the invoice and I'm like, hey, why do we have headphones here? And then it was explained to me, hey, we needed that. We spent $20K. So you can obviously see there was a lot of headphone type of situations. I was not 100% over day-to-day interactions. My title on the project is executive producer. I mean, I funded the project, and I'm also a writer. I wrote the script as well, and the whole show is my idea, so creator obviously. It was literally days where I would just come and watch over everything. I had no exact role. Of course, I had like a, hey, I don't like this. I mean, they had to adjust to what I said, but overall it wasn't a huge part I played. Me not knowing my role led me to have faith in other people who may not exactly knew their role either. Some issues definitely could have been avoided had we had correct oversight on who's doing what or who was taking lead on something. When it's your money, you have to be involved. I don't care if somebody says, oh, I have it handled, I have it under control. When it's your dollars going into it, you need to be over it. You need to be at every meeting. You need to be on every call. You need to be at every shoot day. Even with working in network, it may not be your money, but it's your passion, it's your project. Be over your stuff. I did not have a real post-production idea. When I was going into the show, I just knew I just wanted to make this. I didn't really have an idea of, I have these people I can pitch it to, or I know exactly what platform I didn't have any of that. It was literally, hey, I want to make this show. And I think that's what really messed us up in post-production. Post-production took us roughly 7 to 8 months, and I don't feel like that was needed. Not for what we had, I don't feel like that was needed. I feel like had we went to the project saying, hey, I want to shoot this for a film festival. We know, hey, we have a deadline we need to meet for this. So let's go ahead and plan post-production dates. Let's have a sound day, color grading day, whatever day. I went into this with no idea of what to do with it after. Now I'm sitting here with a 20K hard drive of a show I made with no real plan. Now, luckily, I had people around me who kind of, hey, you should do this, do that, look into this, look into that. And luckily, I do have a plan now formulated for what I want to do with the show following up. A lot of post-production worry and a lot of post-production stuff could have been avoided had I had a plan on what I wanted to do with this going into it. Just have some type of idea. Like I said, it's never anything wrong with just having a passion project, just having something that you will love to do. But I knew for me, I wanted this project to be career changing, but I didn't give myself an idea of how to change that career. So just touching base on some things I learned. Go into anything you do with some type of outcome plan. Have some type of plan, because if not, your project is going to stall because you gave yourself no real timeline on when to get it done. Post-production is not optional. It is the project. Your editing, your sound, your color, all of that is going to play into how you actually maneuver the rest of the project. A great shoot can literally be ruined by a rushed or underfunded post. When it comes to this level of filmmaking, sometimes money discipline matters more than your creativity. Talent cannot save bad budgeting. If you have spent all your money on the cast or catering and you have no money for locations, now you're looking like you just have to add something. Tracking every dollar will give you that leverage and peace of mind that you need. I learned more than any YouTube video, any book, or anything could have taught me. Even mistakes gave me clarity on what I wanted to do next. So now when I operate, I'm operating from experience and not just theory. I don't regret spending 20K. I regret not having a real plan in place for what I wanted to do after it. I do now, but I really wish I would have gave myself that, hey, once you get done with this is what you can do with it. I did not think I would ever come across 20K just to be able to put towards my own project, especially when I was writing this. I wrote this in 2020 COVID year. You have to hold on to your dreams and really hone and focus on that it can happen. If you don't have faith in your dreams, if you don't got faith that God is going to align you and do what you need to do just to get your stuff done, this industry isn't for you. You really have to have faith, even real reality is showing you something else. But I will say overall, I'm not disappointed. I loved what we did. I love the people. I love the cast. I love the crew. I love everything that we did. And I'm really excited for what's to come for in our 20s. I'm not going to speak on it a lot right now. I'm kind of waiting for some things to clear out and cover through. But I'm really excited for when I can announce it, because I'm really proud of what we did. And I truly love the people that I did it with.